in, this is the signage. They're quite specific. They need to be at least A5 size, as this is. It says no smoking. It's against the law to smoke in these premises. You can change the word premises for this community centre, this village hall, or the Dog and Duck if you own a pub, for instance, like that. You can personalise it a bit, but it needs to be this size. Also, if you have any actual work vehicles as well that you might pick people up in or take them anywhere, they need to be smoke-free as well. They'll have a sign. They don't need the word, they just need the actual symbol itself. 70mm across, which I think that is approximately just displayed somewhere inside the vehicle. Like I say, if you've got any questions, then feel free to ask me afterwards.
Simon, we appreciate your brevity and also your availability for questions separately, but I wonder if I could just ask you, because it's come up at other meetings, about bus shelters and things like that. Is it sort of 50% enclosed? I'm thinking of Irene, who's just had to go and tell people to be quiet, but I mean, she'll be concerned. She's got bus shelters in her area that the parish council are looking after, and they're quite enclosed.
Theoretically, it would actually apply to bus shelters. How we as a sort of an enforcement authority would go along enforcing them, bear in mind people are going to be there for a short period of time. I honestly don't know. The best thing you can do really is put up signs saying that smoking is prohibited in the bus shelters, and just hope that people, agree to that. Like I say, the actual enforcement is virtually impossible.
Yeah. Okay. So if Irene puts up a sign in her bus shelter, she should be okay.
Yes, certainly. You'd be doing your part with regards to stop people from smoking there, but obviously it's a difficult thing to do.
Thank you very much. Does anyone else have a quick question, or leave it to the break?
Yes, just to let you know, one of the things that Simon pointed out to me as we were sitting in the lobby is that not a lot of people know that we exist, or that the Suffolk Stop Smoking Service exists, and if it does, what it means to people. We run a variety of clinics across Suffolk, one-to-one or group-based therapy, but we also run sort of services from pharmacies, and basically the problem now is too much choice as opposed to previously when there was not enough choice. As you smokers may know, you can get sort of stop smoking therapies on prescription at the moment, and it very much reduces the charge to the individual quitter to stop smoking. The things that we can't endorse are things that don't have any kind of empirical basis. So, for example, hypnotherapy, acupuncture, or any of the weird and wonderful things that seem to come out daily, hand rubs, blocks for your cigarette, filters, all sorts of bits and pieces that we can't endorse. Ella?
I gave up smoking 22 years ago with one session of hypnosis.
Yes, hypnosis I gave up with, I'm sorry.
I just put a plug in there.
Yes.
Unfortunately, with the NHS, we can't actually give any. Yes, well, it's not only that; it's just that they haven't actually brought themselves forward for empirical testing. So something like a patch has brought itself forward for testing and can be tested. So wherefore, the hypnotherapy, you haven't quite got that. We've also got the problem at the moment, which is that a lot of practitioners have come out of the woodwork who have had maybe just a weekend course and aren't actually part or registered. So, really is buyer beware. You do need to make sure that whatever that you go and seek, you're well aware of how much money it's going to cost you, what you're entitled to. So if you're entitled to go back and have further sessions, that you take advantage of that. But also, at the same time, you just need to be aware that the person that you're seeing may not necessarily have the qualifications that he or she actually purport to have.